Hey, welcome back to iowastormcenter.com for another edition of the Iowa Weather Report for the week of October 6th. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Forecast going forward, and I'll get into that here in a minute, but precipitation over the last 7 days here, primarily highlighting this cold front that came through here this past Thursday night and into Friday, sparked a line of strong to severe thunderstorms from central down through southeastern Iowa, some indications of hail. But a lot of areas that cashed in here with a half inch, inch and a half, especially these blue shaded zones from kind of near Pella down through Washington, down through Burlington, into the southeastern portion of the state. You can see, though, very localized where that did take place. And then yesterday we had that frontal system that came through Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, brought a very strong rise in temperatures. And we just didn't have enough moisture to work with this system. Otherwise, there would have been a round of severe weather yesterday across Iowa. It just did not obviously materialize because of the lack of moisture. But you can see 80s, lower 90s, even some mid 90s down here into southwestern Iowa. And then temperatures obviously crashed last night down into the 40s and even lower 50s. Going forward, we're going to be watching for another frontal system that's going to be coming in here by the upcoming weekend. I don't know if it's really going to bring much rain, but at least there's going to be a small chance of some showers along that front. And I think that's also going to lead to some cool downs here in the longer term. So behind each of these fronts, there's the next one's basically coming in. Well, the first one came in yesterday. That's going to bring temperatures down into the 30s across northern Iowa later tonight. And then there's another one this coming weekend. That's going to, I think, lead to another addition of some low temperatures in the 30s on nighttime lows. And that's going to be right around that average time we usually see a frost or freeze, which is going to be around the 14th, 15th of October. And then I think, though, that there is going to be a pattern change coming by the end of October and into the start of November. I don't know that this is going to stick around, though, as we head in through the month of November. But I do think that this will change things up, and we should see a couple notable storm systems between the 20th and 30th of October. And I kind of talked about this in the October forecast, the monthly forecast that I released back about 5-6 days ago. And I think overall, with what we discussed there, it still remains on track, the 20th to the 30th of October. That's where we watch for that indication of an increase in precipitation. And like I said, I think a couple different storm systems. And we'll have to watch these carefully, because if enough cold air can come in on the backside, you might see your first snowflake for the season too before November. But right now, I think we're really looking at November as the timeline of seeing any potential wintry weather. That's kind of my thought line right now. Now, temperatures before we go, looking at today, 60s, you have lower 70s down into the southern portion of the state, and then temperatures are just drastically going to continue to warm up as we go throughout the work week here. You have lower 70s here on Monday. You have upper 70s, lower 80s already by Tuesday, and then here we go again. 80s back in the picture by Wednesday, Thursday. You see even some mid-upper 80s potentially by the middle to back half of this work week. And then by Saturday, you already have 70s off into northern northwest Iowa, 80s to the southeast. As you watch this next front come through here, here's highs by this upcoming Sunday, back in the upper 60s, lower 70s. So here we go again, rinse and repeat. We warm up, we cool down. That's really going to be the name of the game as we go forward. Like I said, though, I'm really watching the 20th to the 30th of October. That appears to be the timeline where we watch for a couple notable storm systems in terms of what we see throughout the month. We'll keep you posted. Stay tuned to iowastormcenter.com.